it's been a tough few days for Adam Yahweh and his family following that tense exchange that's now been shared hundreds of times on Facebook. Family members told me they're owed an apology.
First thing you say to us is you can't enter, and his father is laying on the ground that you had the ability to open up the door and get to. That was a matter of life and death.
Terry Bates says all of this could have been avoided.
I would just say it's a mix of emotions and even questions. We still have not been contacted by the property.
Bates' father, Adam Yahweh, fell on his kitchen floor last Thursday. Hours later, a family friend went to check on him, but the door was locked.
He could see through the window, he could see my father laying on the floor, and he could hear him, through the door. They're talking to each other, and he's like, "Hey man, go get me some help. Go get help. Help, I fell."
He says things got worse after that.
He goes to the apartment manager and tells her, "Hey, Adam fell. I can hear him calling for help. We need to, go help him." He's a little frantic, but of course anyone would be.
Right.
And her response, what was her exact response?
"That's not my concern. You need to call the police."
Deputies had to kick in the door to help Adam. Family members say that's when the apartment manager, Tabitha Wackel, showed up.
As we were approaching, that's when she directed the individuals that were already in the house, "You guys need to leave and you need to get out and you guys cannot access this dwelling." And we're still walking up to the door trying to process what is going on. Who is this? What is going on, kind of thing.
This is a matter of life and death, okay? He has stage 4 cancer. He is on hospice. We don't know his condition. We just know that he's well enough that they didn't need to take him to the hospital. And mind you, if he says he doesn't want to go, that doesn't mean that he's okay.
Right.
So we're trying to get to him, and to have this woman come in as a roadblock and a barrier to that was very upsetting.
According to the Douglas County Sheriff's Office, that's when the issue started.
So what? It's not our responsibility. Whose responsibility is it if one of your tenants is needing help?
Captain Wayne Hudson says Wackel called deputies to the scene that afternoon. Hours after, she says a man threatened her. Hudson says Wackel recorded that incident, and his deputies confirmed the threat. Wackel has not shared her video and didn't want to be interviewed on camera, but she sent us this statement. "Please understand that we are concerned about the well-being of our leaseholders. We called the appropriate authorities, and we're thankful that the resident has been taken care of. We genuinely hope he recovers." Jackson says she understands the rules of the complex, but says she wishes Wackel would have acted differently.
When he asked for help, and you could physically see from the window, if you would have bothered to look, you would have saw that and you would have heard him asking for assistance. That negates permission, 24-hour permission. Your permission is help me.
But Bates says his father had already given the complex permission to enter his apartment in the event of an emergency.
I would have just appreciated, even if she didn't come down and open the door for someone. I get that. But she could have came down to assess the situation.
The Douglas County Sheriff's Office says it's still investigating the incident. Now, the family recently told me they're planning to speak with the ACLU, the Department of Housing and Urban Development, as well as the Housing Authority about this incident. In studio, Sydney Gray, 3 News Now this morning.